What is up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Get Technical. That's right, Jerry. Right in front of the plant. This is the show where we talk about stocks, cryptocurrency, memes, plants, rats, whatever the heck you want. Whatever you guys want. This is the people show. We don't bloviate. We just make sure we stay hydrated at all times. Stay caffeinated, as caffeinated as possible. At all times. Within comfort. Oh, Mikey, are you trying to manipulate me to get some free clothing? What stocks are we looking at? Guys, give me a 1 in chat if you guys were watching my plant needs coffee. Today's the day, guys. Don't let me forget the plant is going, because I'm pretty sure I'm getting fruit flies from a rotting plant on my shelf. I can't do it. I don't think I can ever be a parent. Thank God I don't have kids. Yeah, today is Friday Fun Day. That means we do whatever the hell you guys want. If you guys, but please give me a 1 in chat if you were watching the NASDAQ ETF QQQ, and give me a 1 if you expected it to get rejected, and we're surprised. This says a lot about maybe my personality. Man, QQQ, I thought it was going to get stopped right there. Where are my ones at? Where are my ones at? I thought we were going to get rejected. We shot up. Oh, wait. My chart's not on here. There we go. Wait, you guys can see this chart like this, right? Can you guys see the chart? Good. Thanks for the ones. No screen up, Natalia. Thank you very much. I figured it out. I have 2 college degrees. You know that? I hold 2 college degrees. Is this good? Can everyone see the cues? Yeah, maybe this. Maybe this. All right, this is what I was talking about. Let me back it up. Up. So I've redrawn a broadening wedge here on QQQ. Whoops. But this is after I defined a little sideways range that was looking sloppus toppus. And then we broke out above it. What is going on? Ramon wants to know what majors. I have a bachelor's degree in professional writing and a master's in what do you call it? An MBA in business administration. Thoughts on Teledoc? Yeah, we can take a look at Teledoc for sure. For sure, buddy. But I just want to point out the Q's looking strong. I'm not going to bet against a stock that's on all-time highs and it isn't totally an overbought status. I'm watching for rejection on the sloping line of resistance here, right? But nonetheless, this little tomahawk looking thing, I'm going to go from this move right here. I'm going to use this as my pole because I'm not going to get too greedy. This is a bullish continuation pattern. All right. We've got touch number 1, touch number 2. Would not be surprised, folks, if we get a touch here and then a little bit of a return to this green dotted line right here, guys. This green dotted line is my apex, all right? So it's where my sloping line of resistance on the Qs, on QQQ, on the daily increment chart, and my sloping line of support underneath it, it is where they meet, and that forms our apex. Not surprisingly, if we look over here at our volume profile, the apex is right around where the bulk of trading is happening. Look at this. How that lines up. It's like right in that section. So you can get a little more accurate if you're able to pull up a volume profile indicator or volume by price. But nonetheless, this spike is coming out. Let me move this this closer. This is just a little traditional patterns meeting with some more modern data tools that we have. A lot of the volume of trading is happening right around this area. So this is like sort of the magnet or the mean that you're looking for returns to within this bouncy action between support and resistance, sloping support and resistance. Now, this is a continuation pattern. We were looking slop and stop as previously. I'm starting to feel a little bullish, but I think there will be a bounce off of the support, because when you're looking at continuation patterns, like any flags, guys, let me know right now. My question is, are you able to recommend any topical ointment to treat a blistered endowment policy? Not financial advice. Yes. Creatine. Mix it with mix the creatine with scalding hot water and apply wherever you feel that. So guys, remember with flags, how many times when you guys have a flag type or a pennant type continuation pattern, how many times are you looking for the upper line of resistance to get touched? What's the number? What's the magic number there? Let me know the number in chat. And if you don't know the number, just remember to like and subscribe. Because 50% of you watching right now aren't even subscribed to this channel. And that's crazy. And it really helps us out so that we can grow and continue giving you this content if you do subscribe. And while you're at it, make sure you hit that like. It's the one with the thumbs up button. Universal sign of, I like this. Shelly with the 3. Although when it comes to Shelly, that could just be a cat mouth. Jerry Watkins. Shelly with another guest coming back with a 69. Appreciate it, but not the right one. All right, Ramon always looking for the copium, but Daniel coming in with the 3. Paul coming in with the 3. And then Paul here saying 4 is going to break if it has volume. Paul bringing in something very important. Price structure alone is... If you had to rely on just one aspect of the chart, one thing, the desert island thing, of course it's the price action, the price history that's going to give you the best idea of where price is going to go. But that's not all we have access to. We also have access to volume. How actively traded is this asset? And take a look at what's happening right now. Now, previously I said, just based on the price, that we probably hit this upper line of resistance on our broadening wedge or tomahawk, depending on what school of trading technical analysis you come from, and probably start to come back down. It's possible we'll come back down before that. Look at what is happening with our volume. Whoop. Lower every day. Lower every day. Yeah, high type flags keep a high type flag a day keeps the bag away. So we're looking for that third touch, probably going to come back down at least to our apex here is sort of the median of our pattern. But then if everything's going to technical textbook rules or whatever, we'll hit this support. And I think that this bounce is actually a good trading opportunity. Let me get an amen in the chat. If you want to see us get out of this overbought territory, you think it'll take us a few days to get down here, probably get a little lower on the RSI, and you think there will be a surge in volume. Let me get an amen in the chat if you think this might be a little bounce opportunity for targeting this mean area, this apex dotted line that I got here, which is made more accurate and perhaps moved up by the volume profile. Let me get an amen in the chat. J-Bay, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. I'm assuming you mean Benzinga Pro. I mean, welcome to the family. Benzinga Pro is the best damn due diligence tool on the market. Amen, Daniel. Amen, Will. And multiple amens from a man dog with a toupee. I love it. I love it. Okay. So tell Mighty Soldiers, amen, Mighty Soldiers. Everyone say hi to Mighty Soldiers in the chat. Everyone just say hi, MST. I'll do it. Hi, MST. Man with the 65 EMA. All right. Family who trades together. You think it'll hit red first and use dotted as support? Okay, that's the way to look at it. So this is J-Bay saying that it thinks that it will hit. I'm assuming some red volume, and then come down here. Look, that's the way it works. That's what this is all about. This is the battleground. All right, everything else is like going beyond enemy lines, but then you're constantly returning to this. So we're deciding who's going to win between the bears and the bulls right now on the Qs. And I don't know who it's going to be. It can break down. But I do know that this is a sloping line of support. This is a sloping line of resistance. This is a classic and known pattern. And most of the time, it behaves in a similar manner. And it's something that can be traded. So our active, aggressive traders, we don't wait for the breakout on either side. We trade within it. So using that dotted line, J-Bay, way to be. Way to be. We love you too, mighty soldiers. Wow, Hector, big shout out, Mr. Deadmau5. Best transaction I made investing is getting BZ Pro. Wow, you guys are doing my job for me. I love it. Benzinga Pro, get a free trial today. No credit card required. Okay, guys. Now I'm gonna start taking pics from chat. All right, remember it's Friday Fun Day. You guys tell me what you want. I will do it. All right. If it has to do with that plant, though, it's out of options. I'm gonna march that thing down the hallway slowly, so it's really intense, so that plant knows that it's learned its lesson, and I'm gonna throw it in the dumpster. I'm crazy. What's up, Yogi? What's up? Okay. Hey, Marco, thanks. Hopefully that's helpful for you. Let me know if it was helpful for you. Yeah, I haven't watered the plant since the last time Mitch was on the show, and it's way too late, guys. The thing is, I have insects in my home now. Okay. Now I'm taking pics from chat. Can we look at Palantir? It looks like it's set up for a nice run back to 24.25. Yes, we can. We'll do that. I will bust through everything that I got. I know that some folks got in with tickers before Palantir, and we'll try to get through them all. So Palantir, same situation remains. Let me from last time. If you watched a previous episode, I got into Palantir, and what I said. See this little thing right here? This is a custom drawn V-shaped reversal pattern, which is you get your red candles coming down, you get a T, little wick coming down like that, you get impulsive move up, corrective phase, impulsive move up, corrective phase. In this case, we got our red moves down, we got our long wick, there's got to be a wick, guys, and then we got our impulsive move up, then we got a little downward correction. All right, so let's measure that downward correction and see what's supporting it, and see if this is something that can impulse back up. I'll just delete everything. Let me delete all my drawings. All right, and then redraw my neckline on this thing. PLTR. I think we were doing this. And the way we were looking at Palantir is this looks like an inverse head and shoulders, right? It's game over when it's like this at the top. It's blowing the little cartridge and reset the game when it's like this on the bottom. And this is looking like a head and shoulders. Let me switch to a weekly. I would say that looking at the weekly chart, Palantir totally looks like it can start climbing back up here, because this candle has a wick. Whoa, geez, not that line. Because this weekly candle has some solid wickage on both sides. If it was just straight up like downward like that, meaning that we've had a green week, but we're getting pushed down, I would say different. Wow, that looks like okay. Let me. Does Control Z not work in this world anymore? Do we live in a world where Control Z doesn't work? So using some multi-time frame analysis, looking at this as a shoulder, head, shoulder with potential to really resolve like a head and shoulders reversal pattern, still in play. Getting down to the daily, also looking at like getting back to the weekly. Watch for the volume to come in. Watch for the volume to come in. We're very middling on the RSI, which is totally fine for some momentum. Getting over to the daily, volume dried up. We're still sort of in this little shitty area for RSI, but I don't think we're out of the game. I don't think we're out of the game. I just want to know where we like what's holding the price where it is right now. So let me just delete these green lines really quick. Yeah, Palantir and weekly, not bad. Always look at multiple time frames. So like a strict, if we were going to look at this just as patterns, like it should be like this, moving my neckline up. Why? The neckline for your head and shoulders is in the armpit. So this is, if you imagine, you know, a person hanging upside down. This is the armpit, and then we got the shoulder and we got the head, and that's what you call the neckline, but in reality, it's an armpit line. So I think we're still in play here, guys. Aggressively trading within this area, not something I would do. I would feel a little bit differently about it if we had a green hammer right here, which we don't have. So I just want to see what next week does for us, what Monday, Tuesday looks like for Palantir. It could be a nice little reversal. Let's look at it in a much more micro time frame here. So I'm just looking at it over the course of the month. This is just July right now. And I'm actually going to reduce it to 1 hour just so I can see a little more variation in the price action. Getting called by Benzinga's accounting department right now. I'm just going to hang up on that. Chris, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Yeah, we want to get a little nice bounce out of here. We want to break above this very clear level of resistance, which lines up right with this little cove in the volume. And then, of course, we've got this little guy right here. So if you want to be aggressive with this one, so you guys let me know. You guys can see the volume profile on the right, the volume by price. You can see why I've drawn these lines here and here. All right. So I'm thinking the entry, if you want to be aggressive, is above this level, which is 22, and then targeting 22.63. Yeah, super small trades for sure. But ultimately, we want to get out of this level and get a higher high, and we're getting into this curve or this volume cove right here before we start to look like, okay, we're returning back to that neckline, which just based on the way things are looking, it can go either way with this stock. I think with Palantir, there have been multiple times where we've been kind of let down, but this is a broad base. This is going back to February, and a lot happened in February. There's a lot of that was the peak rotation out of tech stocks and into volume. So now we're looking like a return or into value. Now we're looking like a return into tech stocks coming into favor. So watch for the volume to come in and watch for this thing to take its form. It's never perfect. Patterns are never perfect. You don't get a perfect one like this. You get something like that. So that's the way I'm looking at Palantir. No definite entry for me there, though. Okay, so FSR. Well, actually, okay, so I'll do FSR and then Ramon, I'll hit you with Wish. Again, so we're just trying to look at these as simply as possible, removing the noise, looking for clear patterns, entries, and exits. Looking for something certain in a very uncertain world. Skippy, you're welcome. Okay. Why are so many people crying in chat right now? Do we need to have a talk? Okay, so I'm going to refill my water. While I refill my water during the lag, chat, let me know, why did I put a blue line right here? What did I base that on? And bonus points if you know what that line is called, what that point is called. BRB. Okay, we got a lot of answers. We've got support, VPOC or volume point of control, which is correct, Steven. Wade, maybe, but not the answer I was looking for. Definitely John Teeple. That's what I've been calling it, a volume shelf. Yogi, this could be correct. I'll turn on the pivots. I'll turn on the pivot indicator so we can see if it is a pivot line. Line of control. Yep, top mark, Cheryl. Ramon's got it. Steven's got it. Miles got it. Miles, you've been like pluralizing a lot of stuff. You said amens and point of controls. You're like, did you watch Lord of the Rings last night? You're talking like Smeagol? Some average thing. Volume shelf. Who made this remix? This is T-Pain made a remix for streamers so they would stop getting copyright acted against them. Which I'm a habitual line crosser on the copyright thing. I kept playing for a while. My OGs would recall that I used to play Rats Round and Round all the time because I think the song was actually written about technical analysis, and we got a lot of copyright strikes. Sorry about that, guys. I'm apologizing to the video team at Benzinga. So at MSR, I drew this line as the point of control. We'll get to that. So launchpad potential. Yes, very good, J-Bay. That's why we care about it. That is why we care about it. But of course, with the launchpad, there's a couple of criteria that need to be met. I think that you want to make sure that you're not in overbought territory. So we're looking good on RSI. The volume's hella low on this. Let's see if I can just double click this. Oh my, what have I done? Oh God. Oh. Why is it all oh, it's my scaling. Just show me the freaking trying to get a good look. Okay, so the volume is very volatile. So yeah, it's totally within the realm of possibility that we. So this yellow line, guys, is the 20-day trailing moving average of volume. So I'm treating this like average volume. A break above average volume with a green bar is great, and when it exceeds by like a few multiples previous bars, even better. So looking for that sign of strength. But very simply, I'm looking at the 1 hour. I'm a maniac, absolute maniac. I think that you're going to look for the bounce here, and then this is going to be the launch pad. You don't want to break down past this. That's the very simple analysis. And then what we can do is grab the Fibonacci and then see if that lines up with what we think. So this is the Fibonacci retracement tool. I'm going to anchor it to the previous high down to the preceding low. And chat, give me a like and an amen in the chat if you love it when you do some technical analysis and then your Fibonacci lines up with it perfectly. You can see here that the red line on the good old Fibonacci retracement tool is lining right up with that point of control line that I drew based on our volume shelf sticking out here precariously. Give me an amen when it's nice when it lines up like that. Fibonacci retracement tool, of course, based on a ratio that a magician created 3,000 years ago during the time of the dinosaurs. And it just shows up in nature all the time. We use it in recipes and alchemy. And also, in technical analysis. So big shout out for the Fib. Give me a like, give me a subscribe for that. Yes. Amen. Fancy. It's the best. It's the best. That's T. Okay. Yeah, so FSR, you can do it again here to get an idea, but it's just going to line up with your price levels. Price is king. And you can see that the price levels lining up perfectly with our lines on this other Fibonacci retracement that I drew in here. Oh, really, Mikey? Really? I didn't know that we had scientists in our chat. All right. Maybe you should do your own research. Maybe you should do the research. Go on Facebook and do the research, Mikey. Next, you're going to tell me that wizards didn't exist 3,000 years ago. God, America is just getting worse every day. Every day we stray from God's light. You can tell from that guy. Yeah, you're right. You can tell by those googly eyes. Logan, there you go. I gotta say, this is the most insightful thing that anyone has ever said on this show. Crocodiles are dinosaurs. We're gonna put that on a t-shirt. Yeah, FSR. You're just looking for the bounce. You're gonna hit resistance around here. But you've got this how do I want to look at this? I'm not terribly interested in this. I don't know. If you get the bounce, you can probably look for it to go really high if it gets really high volume. Stocks. Let's go. All right, what's next? We can look at Enphase Energy. Yeah. ENPH. How much has this grown since 2020? Sheesh. Oh, good Lord. All right, go to, and then I'll go back. No. This is my show, guys. I roll the nickels. All right, we're looking at Enphase Energy. This is solar, if I'm not... Oh, no, wait. Semiconductors. Engaged in the design, development, manufacturing, sale of microinverter systems. Oh, for solar. All right, so solar adjacent. This is a solar stock. We had an awesome rip coming out of May. A hell of a run. And then we got some exhaustion here with the descending wedge. Yeah. And then this level is important, right? 3 times we've gotten in this range, and then we consolidated back here. Let's get our line across. That's where it's trading right now. It's crazy. So support for Enphase is right at where we've hit resistance in the past, where we've gotten support before. Consolidation phase. And we can see this little shelf action. Whoops. An actual horizontal line. See a little shelf action right in here that served as resistance more recently. 2 days in a row. That's where the bodies got cut off on our candles here. Let's go ahead and go across a little bit more. All right. So I think with Enphase, you just want to get out of this sloping line of resistance. All right. So horizontally speaking, that's going to be about 180. But remember, as with all of these things, finding momentum, finding reversals from trends, looking this as a continuation of a trend, and simply as this is the first run, this is the pullback, and then we're entering a markup phase, if that is in fact what's happening here with the ENPH. Look at it on the weekly, perhaps. If that is the case, we should want to see a surge in volume behind it. You could be seeing a little reversal. But you want to break out of the sloping line of resistance here, starting with the pivot on the 7th of July. And then watch out for immediate resistance right here. Got some holders right here that are going to want to sell. So let me smack some stuff on there. Support 176. Breakout level probably about 180. So you want a solid day body candle close above that before taking a long position. And of course, you're scaling in because we clearly have resistance levels. So think about scaling in like 25, perhaps 35% of the whole amount that you want to put into this swing trade. Or positional trade, however you want to play it, because this could be the first leg. This could be the beginning of the second leg of a markup phase for ENPH. And then upcoming resistance at 186, which if we break above that on a solid day candle close, you've already put in 25 to 30% of the whole amount that you want to trade on it. Then you're going to throw in an additional 25 to 30%. And then let's see how far back this one goes. Yeah. Then we're looking at some real stuff here. All right. Now we're looking at a fairly broad rounding formation on the bottom to establish. Remember, guys, this is how I'm thinking all the time. This. All right. So I'm thinking that right now we might be right at this little line with ENPH. All right. So I want to know, are we going to get into a nice markup phase? All right. So looking at this. This actually goes a bit higher. So I'll go all the way over here. Are we doing some of this? All right. And then is the outcome going to be some of this? And then eventually you're watching for the top. Always watch for that sloppy toppy. All right. Don't let that sloppy toppy sneak up on you to exit. All right. Go back to the image. Yeah. Go back over here. Yeah, maybe. And then we go down. Let's go down a bit. There's always a little bit of that pullback right there before that markup comes in. Little consolidation and may continue, my friends. So definite possibility here. Remember, look for strength in the industry. Look at your other solar stocks. So with ENPH, we'd be looking at TAN, which I believe it is part of. So let's see, TAN ETF Holdings. Can you just list them? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the number one holding. Enphase Energy. So looking at strength in the whole thing, let's see how ENPH versus TAM. Let's see if it's one of the stronger performers. And then look, we've got a gap up. We've got a little bit of a run right here. So ENPH's relative strength to the other holdings within TAM is looking strong, is relatively strong compared to the other holdings. No surprise, and probably good for that ETF. That it is the largest concentration in the ETF. And then we can look at ENPH versus SPY to see its relative strength. And look, at a little bit of a run, getting hit a little bit. So over the last 2 days, it is not outperforming the majority of the S&P 500. All right, that's just some real quick relative strength analysis. So that's ENPH. Those are the things to think about. That's the way I'm looking at it. All right, go to. Oh, Austin Wynn is here. Namaste, Austin. Who wanted this one? Wait, Tan Weekly. Hold on. When a dog with a toupee speaks, you listen. Let me delete all my garbage. Maybe. Getting trapped right here. All right, so let's look at go-to. What is this? Okay, this one's beaten down. Okay, so go-to, really quick analysis. It's at an all-time low. All right, so because it's at an all-time low, get the fuck out. GTFO. And what I say is broad base or GTFO when it comes to a stock that's been beaten down. So we want to see, this thing's got to figure itself out. It's got to do some self-discovery. It's going to listen to Pink Floyd, go to a cabin for a weekend. And then we want to see it start coming upward. Because remember, cycles. All right. So right now, this thing right here, go to something more like this, where it's getting marked down into the center of the earth right now. So Neil's out on that. Super high volume on the sell side, but getting oversold. That's great that it's getting oversold, but we want to find our absolute bottom. This thing can continue to crater past my line of support here at like 352, whatever. Let's do it right here. Boom. So I would say hands off. If I were holding this one, I would take my losses, get out. Okay, so someone said please MBC. Okay, so we'll look at was MU, yeah, Micron. Do you see it? Do you see it? Yeah, so Micron looks like we're marking down right now, right? We're marking down. Mark up, mark down. All right, so now do we find our bottom? Yeah, MU did the other thing. MU, the fun stuff happened, and now it's time. It's like when you go to a party and you sleep over. You didn't mean to sleep over. You wake up and it's like early. You wake up like mommy. Don't stick around, dude. Go home. Get a cab. MU, that's the 1 week. Switch to the daily. Yeah. Markdown phase. No need to spend too much more time on that. This is, what do we call this? What kind of toppy is this, guys? Let me know in chat. What kind of toppy is that? Is that what it's all about, Brooke? Is that what it's all about, Brooke? That's what it's all about, Brooke. There we go. Yeah, this is looking sloppy toppy. So yeah, it's entering a markdown phase. It can look. There are many times in history where this is the end of the markdown phase, and then we start to get. Because look, we're hitting support here, where we've had support and we've had resistance. This resistance inverted into support right here, and this could be little bounce city, and this could be the beginning of a markup phase. Usually, you're going to see a little bit more of this. All right. So that the market, which is made up of a whole bunch of moving parts, it's a system that everything's got to kind of line up before you start getting these moves, especially on a $75 stock and not a $1 stock that makes Band-Aids for your colon. you're going to see these sort of patterns very clearly. And this to me, marked up and is being marked down. Could go down lower. Don't know. It depends on how shitty people think the stock is. But notice there's a big liquidity gap here or a volume cove that it could just shoot right down through. It looks like it's kind of nicely holding support. We shall see. I want to go long on something, and Micron is not the one I want to go long on right now. Look, I made a smiley face here too. It's the smirk emoji. I made the smirk emoji. Yeah, T caught it. Please, the market gonna close, dude. It's 142. Brooke, dude. CRSP wants to look at CRISPR. Please, the market gonna close. All right, CRSP. So we've been here before. What the hell did I do? Oh, I used an extension. Okay, so that's a Fibonacci extension. I'm going to delete all my drawings. Let's see who's buzzing me up right now. Yes, got a response from a hinge date. Give me a 1 in the chat. Okay. CRISPR. This is genomics. This is one where like sort of like Airbnb. I believe in the business plan. In this one, I believe in the overall place that it has in the world of the future. This is gene therapy. Thank you guys. Thank you, Brooke, Larry, BT. Okay, that's fine. You're jealous. That's fine. Skippy. That's right, brother. Yogi, Miles, Steven, loving it. Yeah, we can hit Bumble in a minute, Mitch. We can hit Bumble. Although I think without looking at it, I'm pretty sure Bumble's been doing like shit. Elbow cough. All right, so we're looking at CRISPR. Brooke, we're looking at CRISPR right now for you. Right? Isn't this one you wanted? This one I think has a sloppy bottom. Which, by the way, guys, if you guys are not using a bidet in your home, start using a bidet. Because otherwise you all have sloppy bottoms. I have a bidet. And I know that when I go into a room, there's something different about me. All right? There's just something different between me and you when I come into a room and you got a sloppy bottom because you don't use a bidet. Come on, America, clean up your act. All right. You're not going to clean up your act with just a dry piece of paper. Okay. Think about it. Bunch of sloppy bottoms. Okay. So we got our cove here on the volume, or not our cove, but our shelf here. Yeah. Megan, don't worry. Don't worry about the spelling, but das. Dude, dude, MST, Mighty Solar Trades. Did you get a bidet? Because I spent like I wrote like 2 to 3 paragraphs to Mighty Soldier Trades via text, like telling him about like the week that I got my bidet, and he's like, "All right, this will not stand. I need to get one for the family right now." So yeah, let me know. No, we don't mention brands of bidets until we get that sponsorship in. Yeah, we don't allow sloppy bottoms around here. Better than corn husks. Yeah. Yeah, we don't use corn husks in Michigan. Actually, some parts probably. All right, so CRISPR. Let's stay on task here. Boy, did it sell off. It sold the hell off. It didn't run, it had the runs. All right. Enough of the that kind of joking. I'm sorry. And it found some type of support here that was also previously support on a few days in the past, actually, and then resistance. All right, so this is a nice little level that we found here on CRISPR. Is 126. I'll put a little price stamp on it. Wait, what? Oh, that's what okay, so 126 is what it's trading at right now, and then 118 is our level of support here. So we want to see it hold. But this could be a big opportunity for you, Brooke. This could be a really big opportunity because overall, we're doing the market phase dance. We're doing the damn thing. So look, remember this, eyes on this, burned it into the brain, phases, cycles. All right. Then we come in here and we go broad base, little bit of a pullback, mark up city, mark it up. And then shoulder, head, shoulder. All right. So we got a clear sloppy toppy situation. We knew it was coming. All right. We don't let that sloppy toppy sneak up on us. We knew that we had a head and shoulders formation here. So when you're up here, you should be scaling out of the trade. All right. This is looking toppy. I'm going to take 30% off. I'm going to keep that profit for me. All right. Shit, we're on a run. I'm taking more out. I'm going to keep that profit for me. And then once you saw this thing, this little level, this is looking like a classic sell-off situation. And then we're probably going to have to look at this. We set up our armpits like that. All right. We measure the head to the armpit, and then we add that down here, down to the armpit. And then that was the lowest level of support. And thank goodness we didn't even get all the way down there. But this would be the lowest level of support coming from that. And look how perfectly that lines up with previous support. So that's how low it could have gone, but there's strength in the stock. The market didn't let it go as far as it could have gone to resolve this head and shoulders reversal pattern at the top. Now we're starting to get back into here. All right. We're heading down toward oversoldness. We need some time. We need some time at the bottom to begin our accumulation and our markup. So we're holding at 118 right now. There's a chance, and I wouldn't be too worried about it for the long-term health of the stock if we did a little trading like this. Just a little bouncing between these channels. Remember, this bottom line is derived from the just by the price structure of that head and shoulders. Wouldn't be surprised if we're playing in this channel. Now, if I bring this up just to what I see happening and not what I think should happen, we broke above it. We broke back down. Now we're going to be trading within the realm of this little shelf. This is our magnet here, this volume shelf. This is kind of where we're going to be sticking. We want to stay kind of sticking around here. Ultimately, Brooke, I think you want to see this thing get a little bit oversold and then get ready for a bounce and be looking for a trend reversal pattern, because this to me looks like the beginning of a new trend. Sloppy armpits are the worst. Screenshot. Best way to protect against market crash: stop loss. Or don't invest. Which volume profile are you using in TradingView? This is this song is not my bad. This is when you open up your indicators, it's the volume profile right here on the bottom, and then I use visible range. And then my settings for my volume profile, I don't like all that funky colored stuff. I just want it to be gray and in the background so that I can see the colors that mean something to me with my drawings. So I just have everything set to gray, and then my inputs I set up to 300 so I can see more detail. Because if it's lower, I think the default is like 30 or something. If it's lower, you just have big chunky bars coming out, and you don't see as much variation in the areas that are ultimately going to serve as support and resistance. What do you mean, where are my buffs? What does that mean? Where are my buffs? You ain't from Michigan. The heck does that mean? Toto sells bidets, but it's listed in the Japanese. Oh, hey, no brand mentions until we get the sponsorship. Thank you. All right, what's up next? We're going to look at MUFG. Is that a real stock, Larry? I'm not going to dive right into the MUFG unless I know it's a real stock. Wait, buffs means glasses? Okay, I don't know. Where are you from? I've never heard someone call glasses buffs. All right, so I'm gonna dive right in face first into MUFG right here. Oh, Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi. Okay. Okay. So on the daily, wow, this thing is like, why is this thing so gappy? Is this not like, what's the deal with this thing? Is MUFG. All right, I'm dived in. I'm making a mess here in MUFG, and this is the super. Okay, whatever. I'll play along. No, Brooke, you are monopolizing my chat right now. It could be a fuzz pedal stock. Why does your mind always go to that play? This is my show. Miles. So with okay, we're in the muff. We're playing along. All right. Look, I'll give you something, and then maybe you guys can give me a like back. All right. I'll give first. We got that double top. All right. We got that double top, but we held the support. We got the bounce, but that doesn't mean we're out of the woods yet. Does not mean we're out of the woods yet. If this is indeed a classic double top pattern, we're going to look for the meat of the trading, which is now easily found with our volume by price tool. We're going to measure from the top, which I'm going to call this area, down to the meat of the trading, and which I'm going to bring sort of that bisection of my ruler tool there. And I'm going to find this price point and draw a line. And give me a 1 in the chat when it's nice when your price structure lines right up with the beginning of a gap. All right. Yeah, this does look like something that could get squeezed. Like, I don't know. This stock is exotic.
What you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna take a seat. Take a seat, 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 take a seat.
Is it not like this? Is it not like this for MUFG? I think it is like this for MUFG. All right. You might get a further markdown, probably to this level of support that I've drawn. Or if this is the end of this markdown, you're going to begin your markup phase, and it's going to look like the green one. I need more stocks. Okay, you're... NRXP. My parents watch this show. What the hell is this stock? These guys make colon band-aids? Look, this is not my type of stock. I like trend stocks. This one's too choppy. You got to follow the fundamentals. Not on this show. Sorry. Love you. Teledoc. Oh, J-Bay. Sorry. All right, T-Doc. Fine. Woo! This song is way too long. Oh man. Yeah, this one looks like it's completing a markdown phase. It's found okay. Jesus, I thought they were going to do the thing again. It's found its support. Teledoc is a buy when it gets a higher high. All right. So you've got some pretty tested resistance here. So you can certainly trade upon a breakout, but it's like an expensive stock. 155.81, 156. You can certainly look at that as a breakout point and an entry targeting the following levels, which is nice. We got a little gape right here. So if you're going long, you're looking for a breakout above 156, and then you're looking for something like that. Might need to do a little bit of work before it goes on a run, but we'll see. We shall see. We are in summer months. There's a bit of a reduction in volume in the market overall. You guys should know the seasonality of the markets is that during the summer months, a lot of people go on vacation and just in general are less active in the markets. So you don't get the volume rushing in. Last summer was an exception. That was one for the record books. But I think Teledoc fundamentally is a good organization. It's a good company. It's got a great story. The real run is going to happen if we get a strong breakout on good volume without being oversold at 193. Because look at this. That's when we're looking at targeting that 307, which is considerable. I suck at math, so we'll go ahead and just ruler tool that. 60%. So I think you can trade this thing on the way up. It's come down from a downward trend. We have a confirmed, very clear downward trend here on Teledoc TDOC. Let me get my paintbrush. Oh, I'm out of time. So Teledoc's the last one, guys. Downward trend, then you need some sort of reversal structure. Looking like you might get the double bottom here. We might get this to break down here. Otherwise, it needs to climb and show that it can get a higher high like this, and then you get the loppy-sided double bottom, the sloppy. So yeah, but your important levels we're already at our important levels. All right, if it gets tossed down here, eyeballs on it, eagle eyes, rat eyes on it, looking for support at this level that we found it. Whoa, what the heck? Put the thing there. There we go. At 130. Yeah. And just remember, guys. Remember this. All right. So to all the OGs, I want to thank you for tuning in to Friday Fun Day on Get Technical. As you guys know, I'm here at 1 p.m. every day. All right, come hang out. Thanks, Miles, for coming in. Everyone, I hope you had a great week. Things are just getting more and more interesting in the market. To all the newbies, welcome. All right, I'm not judging you because I know that 90% of you don't have a bidet. I know that you don't. I'm not judging you because of that, but think about it. Just think about it. But also another thing is I know that half of you that are watching aren't even subscribed. And there's a simple solution to that. Just click the subscribe button, hit the like, and that tells us to keep doing this show, keep trading together, building community so that we can run our ideas past each other and make sure that we're not trading on confirmation bias and losing money in the market. You don't want to lose the money in the market. Whoa, Nick, Jesus. Oh yeah, Jerry. It's over. You guys, that was the season finale of Get Technical. Season 2 starts on Monday. So make sure you tune in Monday at 1 p.m. Follow me at Neil's Tweets on Twitter. Next up, we've got some cryptocurrency programming. So make sure that you stick around. You will be redirected to that. And it will be enjoyable and make you feel warm inside in all the best places. So guys, happy trading.
What you really want. Really wanna take a sec. 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 Take a sec.
I don't know why I'm still on. I think I'm supposed to end the broadcast. Have a great weekend, guys.